Hi everyone, I'm Hyo-young Jun from Geology Palmer, and I'm here to study about self-esteem. So, shall we take a look on self-esteem view from various other people? So, let's search for our first target. Excuse me, would you mind if I interview you?
Sure.
Yeah, all you need to do is answer some few questions. So, I'm going to ask you some questions about self-esteem. So, what do you think self-esteem is? First.
For the theory.
Then, do you know the difference between high and low self-esteem? And if you know some, can you state some?
When you have low self-esteem, you mumble on your presentation. When you have a high self-esteem, you go full hell.
Oh, can I see someone? Hi, someone. Yeah, would you mind if I ask you some questions about self-esteem? Yeah, so, may I ask you, what do you think self-esteem is about?
I don't know. I don't know.
Then, then obviously you wouldn't know the difference between low and high self-esteem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you're helpful.
Then you would know how. Then do you know how to improve self-esteem? Let's go to cafeteria. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a few questions about self-esteem. Yeah, so do you know what self-esteem is?
I don't really know the exact definition, but then I think it's like how proud you are with yourself.
Then, for the next question, do you know the difference between high and low self-esteem?
Yes. Basically, high self-esteem, you're really proud of yourself and you feel really good about yourself. But then when you have low self-esteem, you're like basically not really feeling good about yourself.
For the final question, do you know any possible ways people might improve their self-esteem?
Maybe they might have some time to encourage themselves and have some time with friends who can like maybe give them some positive energies.
Oh, thank you, Sally. Have a nice day. So let's try the teacher's view on what self-esteem is. I'll be interviewing you on a few questions based on what self-esteem is. Will you apply to this interview?
Are you recording right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay,
I
thank
give
you.
you permission to record me now that you've already recorded me.
Thank you, sir. So my first question is, what is self-esteem?
Self-esteem is how you think about yourself.
Then, do you know the difference between high and low self-esteem?
Of course.
Well, what are those possible differences?
High self-esteem means you think very highly of yourself and you believe in yourself. Low self-esteem means that you believe you can't do things correctly or you don't do anything right.
Thank you, sir. And for the final question, do you know any possible ways that a person might improve their self-esteem?
I look in the mirror every morning and tell myself I'm great. I say, I'm Matt Reniker. I'm awesome.
Thank you, sir, for the interview, and have a lovely day. Those were some interesting ideas and opinions of what self-esteem is. So now, why don't we move into the expert of what self-esteem is? There is our professor, Jisoo Lee, who has expertised in self-esteem. Good afternoon, Professor.
Oh, hi.
So, can you please teach us your studies and your opinions of self-esteem?
Yeah, self-esteem is about having a good opinion toward yourself and feeling good about yourself as a person. So, within self-esteem, there are two main types, low self-esteem and high self-esteem. You can observe this by the thought and actions of a person. So, let me ask you some questions.
Yes,
do
please.
you compare yourself to others? Do you focus more on failure than success? Or do you act or feel the way others treat you? Do you feel that you are quite unstable in various situations?
Well, I would say that I'm slightly a yes and slightly no.
So if most of the answers were yes, then it shows high possibility that you're having the qualities of a person from low self-esteem. But don't worry, it is possible that you show the impact of a low self-esteem in certain aspects, but that doesn't mean that you're always in that way. Also, there are various ways that you can upgrade your self-esteem.
Oh really? Thank you for your time, Professor.
Bye.
So now, let's move into our counselor for more understanding of self-esteem. Good evening, counselor. Would you mind providing us with some information on how we can improve our self-esteem?
So, how can we improve our self-esteem? Well, before I move into that, I would like to tell you the importance of the self-esteem. Well, the most representative, it can pull back the positive and happy emotions that are slowly fading within us. This positive emotion is what we were given since baby and is necessary to keep ourselves happy and joyful, as these emotions are essential to sustain our health, body image, and power to continue to live normal days. So the method I would like to recommend you guys the most is that you notice the critical things you say to yourself and change that into positive thoughts instead of negative thoughts. And to take in your mistakes as an opportunity to stand up and overcome the next hardship that comes upon you. The final try to strive for an optimistic characteristics in order for yourself to feel less stressed and come in as a foundation to enhance your self-esteem. And finally, self-esteem can grow not only from ourselves, but also gratitude and the positive words provided from others.
Oh, thank you, counselor. Okay, it seems that that's all for us on self-esteem. Thank you for watching. I'm Hyung Jun from Charles G. Palmer.